ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਅਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਪਿਰਾਮਿਡ ਈ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਦੇ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਫਿਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹਾਂ। ਜੋ ਕੜੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਅਨਦਰ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਲਾਈਵ, ਅਨਦਰ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਇੰਟਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਵਿਦ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਮੀਨੈਂਟ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ। ਮੈਂ ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੜੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਸੈਸ਼ਨਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈਲਪਫੁਲ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਪਾਰਟਿਕੂਲਰ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਜਾਂ ਕਾਲਜ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜੋ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜੋ ਕਰੰਟ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ। ਅਤੇ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਨਕਲੀਅਰ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ, you can always contact us on the number that is on our screen. You can always communicate with our experts to get better clarity and better understanding as well. ਸੋ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਨਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਮੈਂ ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੇਫ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ, ਆਪਣੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਣੇ ਚਾਹਣ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ ਅਤੇ ਜੋ COVID-19 ਦੀਆਂ ਗਾਈਡਲਾਈਨਸ ਨੇ, ਰਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ। So today I'm bringing in another prominent partner of Pyramid East Services on board, a great friend to me, a great ally to Pyramid East Services. We are working with this university from a long time, which needs no introduction. One of the prominent province of Canada, that is Alberta, very popular in Punjabis, very popular in India. And in Canada, we have one of the prominent university in Alberta, one of the prominent university, that is McEwan University. Mr. Shivang, who represents the university in India, thank you so much for joining us for this session. I know you have a very busy schedule. Thank you for taking the time out. Firstly, how are you doing, Shivang?
Very well, Aman, and thank you for the warm welcome. It's always a pleasure to connect with you and work with Pyramid E-Services. So glad to be here.
Thank you. We are glad to have you on board as well. So, Shivang, just to quickly jump, on the questions that our viewers have and are joining the session for those queries. So, number one, how are you doing? How are things in Canada right now? Alberta as a province, what is the situation when it comes to COVID-19 vaccinations and the cases and everything?
So, in comparison to the rest of parts of Canada, quite the popular ones, if we talk about Ontario or maybe British Columbia, Alberta is doing better comparatively. And we are located in the downtown of Edmonton City, which is quite a beautiful location right in the downtown of the city. But then again, McEwan University and our students are doing pretty well. We are keeping safe, and the number of COVID cases in Alberta is definitely less as compared to other bigger provinces. So yeah, pretty well. As we know, in terms of international students, we are amidst the travel ban. But then again, we are doing our best to support our students either physically or virtually.
Right. You spoke about the travel ban. So, the travel restrictions and then the medical restrictions. The students in India are unable to get the medicals done. And then, the examinations delay for academics and IELTS as well. This has created a lot of pressure and negativity like it was last year. But we are facing it for the second time. So most of us are well prepared. So, but still the students are worried and, thinking what should be done. So what is your advice for students depending upon the current situation in Canada and you being yourself based in India right now?
I guess patience is the key for all of us, either for anybody who is planning to move to Canada or maybe who are just waiting for their visas to arrive or maybe for their passports to get stamped. Since we know everything is on hold for you, for me, for all of us right here in Canada. So just a little bit of patience is required and we all will be able to sail through it. I know that we've been saying this for over 1 year now, but I guess we are almost there.
Right. Absolutely true that the patience is the key right now. We all need to be patient. But while saying that we need to be patient, we also need to ensure that we don't wait for the applications processing. Because as you and I were talking earlier also, that students are applying, students are, trying to get the offer letter, students are trying to get the, fee deposits done, get the final letter of acceptance and then apply at the embassy so that their application is in queue. So, do you agree with this, that they should not wait, or should they wait till the whole thing comes down to a normal situation?
No. For anything that can be done virtually, let's say the application procedure, maybe getting their fees deposited or maybe starting with the classes online, anything that can be done should be done at the earliest. But for things like visa processing, or maybe if the file is already under the High Commission and they're waiting to get a decision on the same, that is something that would require a lot of patience, and that is where they should have patience for sure. But for things
Right.
that can be done, they should start with the process immediately.
Perfect, perfect. That's true, and we also agree with you. That's what we are advising the students as well. So, talking about McEwan University, depending upon the examinations and the IELTS exam delay, is the university supporting with the conditional offer letter support if in case anything is missing?
Absolutely. We are supporting students with conditional offer letters. We are giving students offer letters on the basis of the predicted score. In case they have booked their exam and are not able to give it, we can provide a conditional letter in that case as well. Plus, the major benefit that I would say, we have reduced our mandatory tuition fee deposit from 10,000 CAD to 1,000 CAD.
Oh,
So
yes.
that's the best we could do to support our students, and we are already doing it.
Right, right. So yes, to the viewers who are watching, we recently applied for one student who had paid $1,000 only as a commitment fee, as a minimum fee, and got the final letter of acceptance from the university. Keeping that in mind, the conditional offer support. So just to reiterate for the viewers who are joining us now, again, I can see. So we can apply for conditional in both the cases if I don't have my academics and IELTS. Can you just retouch that?
Absolutely, that can be done.
Perfect. That's great. And for IELTS, you don't need the registration proof. You're okay with, if the student don't have a registration proof, right?
See, it is generally recommended to have that, but that again depends on case to case basis. So
right.
that can be done, not a problem.
Perfect. So that's great to know. Now, if I talk about Alberta as a province, let's keep COVID aside for a moment and talk about the province on the whole and also the university. Would you like to share certain things as in a USP and the history of the university and Alberta as a province?
Absolutely. So we are ranked the second best university in Alberta. After University of Alberta comes McEwan University. We are a 50-year-old public university. We are basically a mid-sized university. Our total student strength is approximately 15,000 students. But the best part is that we get students from 60 different countries of the world. So not only a student is getting international exposure, but they get to interact with students from all different parts of the world. So that is the best part. Plus, as I previously mentioned, we are located in the downtown of Edmonton City. Even if a student does not want to keep a car to reduce their living expenses, they can do that because from McEwan University campus, any part of the city is accessible through public transport. That's the best part. You are quite culturally rich, and there are a lot of festivals happening all across the year. So students will have something or the other to look forward to. So that's how it is. We are quite popularly known as a tourist destination, and we are very rich in oil and gas resources. So that comes handy along with it.
Perfect. Thank you for adding on to that. And how about the programs? What kind of programs are offered at the university, if you can share with our viewers? And what kind of opportunities these programs create for the students, not just in Alberta as a province, but across Canada and across the globe?
Absolutely. So we are primarily an undergrad university. So we offer only undergrad programs, but we offer certification program, diploma programs, and then degree programs. So a wide variety of programs a student could choose from. We have Bachelors of Arts, we have Bachelors of Science, we do have programs into nursing, we do have management programs, we do have a Bachelors of Commerce program, which comes with a co-op opportunity. So no matter what background a student is coming from, even if they come from commerce, humanities, maybe physics, chemistry, and mathematics, or physics, chemistry, and biology, that is science, medical, or non-medical, we'll have programs for them. We do have certain diploma programs for students who are coming from a biology background, so on and so forth.
Perfect. That's great to know. And what about the eligibility criteria for these programs as an Indian student? What should be my academic percentage in IELTS if I want to apply?
That certainly depends on the kind of program a student is choosing. But just to start from the basic minimum requirement, it is 65% and above. That is what we require student to have. And an IELTS score of overall 6 and in one module 5.5 is what we accept at the moment.
All right. So overall 6 and one module 5.5 is also accepted.
Yes.
Right. So this is a basic eligibility criteria to the viewers. I would like to share that it can vary program to program, and it depends which program you choose. Right, Shivan?
Absolutely.
Perfect. And if I talk about the intakes at the university, what are the intakes available, and which intake I should look at right now if I want to apply at McEwan University?
See, Aman, we generally have two intakes, January and September. We are
Okay.
already close with the September intake for 2021. So right now we are looking at January 2022.
All right. All right. And what's the deadline? By what date I can maximum apply?
See, as of now, it is 31st of October. But
Okay.
let's see if we can extend the deadline by then.
All right. All right. So the students, if you are having an aspiration to study at McEwan University and, live your dream of education in Canada, you have time till 31st of October, but we always suggest don't wait till the end. You should apply now so that your application process can start. And by the time 31st October is there, you're already ready with your application in the embassy and probably having your visa in hand. So that's great to know. But like Shivang mentioned, that there are only two intakes, that is January and September. So you need to be very, very careful while planning your education at McEwan University that there is no May intake. All right. Now, moving ahead, Shivang, there is a lot of talk about classes being online, classes being hybrid or in person. So what is the approach by McEwan University on that?
As of now, it is online just to get the welfare of each and every one on point. So the
Right.
classes are being conducted online at the moment, but we are again exploring all the possible opportunities in case we can have one-on-one classes in the near future.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. That's great. But if we look at the current scenario, September intake is going to be online only, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That has been really a crisp but very valuable information that has been given by you. Now, if I talk about, your experience in the industry and communicating with the students, there's a lot of stress about the current situation of COVID-19, but the universities in Canada, or I should say across the globe, have been really supportive with their policy frameworks. So if I specifically ask you about the deferral policy and the refund policy at the university, how McEwan University has changed that. And also to add on to that, if you can talk about the fee structure at the university, that would be really great.
All right. All right. So as I previously mentioned that we have reduced our mandatory deposit from 10,000 CAD to 1,000 CAD, and refund policies are as usual as such. But in case the student informs us early that they would like to withdraw their admission from the university, it's just the basic administration fee which is deducted and rest of the amount is transferred back to the student. All right. And
Right.
that's how it is. In terms of our fee structure, if we talk about, so it somewhere ranges between 20,000 Canadian dollars to 30,000 Canadian dollars, depending on the program that a student might choose. But then
Right.
again, we have scholarships up to 14,000 Canadian dollars per year. And these are entrance level scholarships plus renewable for each year as per the academic performance of the student. So
Right.
that is something that a student should look forward to.
Perfect. Perfect. And how about the deferrals? Is the university accepting deferrals? Can I defer my case from January
Absolutely,
to
absolutely,
September?
without any doubt.
All right. All right. Perfect. So, the university policy for deferrals, for refunds is quite flexible. And, if you're worried about your fees, that, how can you put in so much finances into the education at the moment? So the commitment fees is just $1,000 that you need to pay, 1,000 Canadian dollars that you need to pay. So that's great to know. But, to the viewers who are watching us live, please make sure that when you connect with us or you connect with any agent, you always ask about the whole policy, the deadlines. What is the deadline for withdrawal? What is the deadline for refunds? What is the deadline for deferrals? That's very important to know before applying. During your process, please make sure that you have a check on the documents as well. That's always helpful. Study them well before signing any document of your application process. You should read it very carefully so that you are well versed with the current situation of your application. So one last question, Shivang. I know you have a tight schedule, but if you can spare a few more minutes.
Sure.
What is your final piece of advice to the students and the viewers who are watching us right now?
So, I mean, we've been discussing this quite for a long time now, and this has been quite a fruitful discussion, Aman.
Right.
For the students, I would say that for those who are just still waiting to get their admission procedure started, I guess you should start right away. This is the right time to start so that you're able to get all your things done in the possible time frame. And yes, we know that the High Commission is working with limited capacity or not working at all, and there is a possible delay in the visas and other things. So that is something which is beyond our and your control. So that is something that would require a lot of patience. But if you're still waiting to start your admission procedure, I guess this is the right time to start.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And we completely agree and concur with what Mr. Shivang has said, that this is the right time to start. Don't wait. Start your application process so you get into the queue of your dream in Canada. And on that note, Shivang, thank you so much for taking the time out from your busy schedule. And all the viewers, thank you so much for watching us for this session. I hope it was productive for you. But if you want to know more about McEwan University, how to apply at the university, you can always contact Pyramid E-Services on the number that is shared on the screen. Our experts will be available to help you out online. You don't need to move around to our office if you don't want to. But if in case you plan to travel and visit our office, not all the offices are open, but based the current guidelines of different districts in Punjab, Jalandhar, Moga, Ludhiana, and Pathankot is open at the moment for a different time frame. You can always check with our team while calling on the number which I've shared on the screen. And also, you can. It's a piece of advice and a request. I know it's a big dream, so you have your family members coming along, but always try to have limited members joining you for that meeting. That will help to have less crowd in the office and help us to give you more time without worrying that there is a big queue. So try to bring in the only people who are related to your decision in any way in terms of financial decisions or supporting you with your decision of education and choosing the university or a college. So please stay safe, and we really hope that the pandemic ends soon and we get back to our normal lives. Thank you once again, Shivang. Thank you so much for the productive information.
Thank you so much. Pleasure is all mine.
Pyramid Visa for a better life.